What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is where I do kind of a walkthrough. It's the PGA Masterclass series. Today we're doing the Fringe with Benefits Tour round 1. This is the settings for today are it's going to be medium wind out of the east, default, which is very firm, and very fast greens, which is a 172 speed, which is how far you hit your putter, which I'll show you here as soon as we get to the main screen. But be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you want to see. Love y'all. All right, guys, welcome back. We're going to get this thing going here. Opening tee shot here on Fringe with Benefits round 1. Going to get a little aggressive. They were just firm fairway, so, you know, let the wind kind of just push it back away from that left rough. Little push open, but that's okay. Nothing hurt there.
All right,
so now we got a good approach at this fairly long par 5 with the pin in the back here. So what I'm going to do here is set up my shot. They're very firm and they're 172, so they're going to roll out relatively, relatively decent. We're going to add a lot of backspin to this 6-iron. Got a little slope here that it should hit into to slow it down some, as long as I hit my points. Obviously, I put some draw on it and to counteract the wind. It's going to slow the ball down, and if it hits going into the wind, it's going to, not want to roll out as much with the slope as well. 7. I play feel for wind. There's no real magic number for wind. Some people will say there is, but that's just flat ground. You can calculate it flat ground, and if you really wanted to get into an algorithm, you could maybe figure it out, but it's pretty complex. All right, so there's a good swing. Let's just kind of see how.
Nicely shaped.
Didn't get back through that wind as much as I'd hoped, but should leave me a reasonable uphill look at it. Nothing too terrible. Something we could definitely make do for eagle here. I like to look at this view a lot. Your first break's always going to dictate. They're fast greens uphill. They're not going to break a ton, but they are going to break. So let's see here. Yeah, that first little bit to the left should override the comeback. So I'm thinking like somewhere right here is where I'm going to start. Not a guaranteed make, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Pushed back just a little bit more than I thought it would. And sometimes that'll happen, but we gave it a good look.
Starting things off under.
Had a decent read, just didn't quite get it in. But hey, that was just for eagle. We're still in for bird. No big deal.
Second hole.
On to the next one. Obviously with I have a lot of yardage compared to most, so just depending on your yardage, you want to play off of things. This is going to go right to left after it lands. It's down slope. The wind's pushing. So, in reality, we kind of want to even draw it a little bit more so that it doesn't bounce too far back to the right. So just kind of set it up right at that bunker there with a little bit of draw. Let the wind just push it up against that slope. Should help the rollout some too. I obviously opened it. Wasn't a good shot on my part. But we're probably going to, we'll be all right.
See what you got.
If you don't make an attempt at that left side there, I should have been a little more aggressive up that left, but I was worried about closing it, which had been my miss yesterday. So it is a new day. So, I think it's taken a few swings, but not enough to feel fully warm yet, but we'll get there during this round here. All right, so 56 degree out of the sand. You're going to get spin out of the sand. But we still have to club up, make sure our trajectory is good, looks good. So go ahead and set up our shot. It's going to roll out a little bit, but not as much as, the deep rough typically. So add a little bit for the up 4, and then, about right there. A miss left is way better than a miss right with that slope pushing. Got a pretty big upslope here, so we're going to add a couple of yards. Check the side view, make sure we got plenty of clearance on that ridge, and we do. Probably should add 1 more yard. And then this is a half swing, so it's, it's a difficult swing. We've got an 85, 95% lie, so probably add 6. So 4 puts us at 90 to 99. 5, 6. Yeah, so let's just go with that right there. Still 90%. You know, partial swing. You got to feel confident with these. The wind's not going to affect it as much.
This one's looking great from the sand.
You know, nothing wrong with that. I will take that.
Oh, just
I always joke with the guys I play with that
All right,
I'm
here's
the
the
greatest
tap.
recovered player alive. I'm not,
Yes, that was a good hole. Tap
but
in for birdie.
I normally do pretty well
Okay,
at
and you're down to
calculating
2
those
under par
recovery
now
shots.
after
I did
that
leave
one.
it open, so it would, or did I open it or close? I don't remember.
Okay,
I think I left it
careful out
open.
there. We got
But
a
if I left it
tailwind.
open, you know, I was trying to play closer to that left side anyway, since I had forgiveness there. All right, so this is going to be a tough one because you're on very firm greens and everything's running away. So I'm immediately, and it's downwind. So I'm immediately going to full back half flight up on the right to give myself the best stopping power I can. It's downslope, so that should help some with the trajectory coming in, but the wind's just going to keep pushing. So we're going to set it up here knowing that the wind's going to push it more than we think, most likely. So then we're down, 191 is down, and then one, just a little bit more, 11, let's go there. Don't need to draw it because it's going to do it on its own. So about 183, go down 2 clubs, set up to your 183 club, and then this should be decent. We'll see. I mean, that was the ridge you can play off of.
Nice
I
shot.
hit it a little
That'll
further than I
do.
thought, but like I said,
This one's
downwind,
20 feet out.
downhill,
Looks like
wind's
this one will
just,
break a bit
it's
to
just
the
going to
left.
take it so much more than you really think it's going to. See if we can get a bird here. 172s, it's a little downhill. You got the hill on the other side though, so I'm just going to give it a smidge, straighten it out some. Downhill, faster greens, you're hitting softer, so they're going to break. They have more time on green to break. Thinking somewhere around here should be decent. It might miss low side because this foot lie is a little more yellow than the... We'll just give it like a smidge more, and we'll probably miss high side because of that. Or we'll still miss low, so I should have given it just a little bit more for that yellow foot lie.
Let's do it. Okay,
Now you got to pay attention to where your foot is. I like full green reader just because you have more information at your disposal.
Blowing left to right.
Some people prefer not having that. They feel like it's, you know, giving them too much information and they're overplaying the break. It just depends on your personal preference. I think it's too invaluable of information to ignore. All right, so with the slope, you'd land like right here. The wind, you'd have to go here. And I don't really like either side of this shot. So I'm going to look at this. We're going to see how far this is away. Still only 120, so there's no sense even putting that bunker in play. Definitely could hit a driver, but just hit like a, you know, little short drive here. Up the left. Play some fade. Hopefully just end up just a little short of that bunker up there. Maybe not a little, but hopefully reasonably short of the bunker is why we played it that.
Shot. And we're
Exactly like that.
20 yards out.
You know, there wasn't really a flat spot to land out on there. Luckily, the pin is on a flatter area, so if you miss left or right, you should be fine. We don't want to flirt with this at all, because it will run off that. But about half spin here with this 50 degrees should give you a good little one-hop stop, because you got a pretty thin margin here unless you go over here and play what would be a smarter shot to get a guaranteed birdie look. I like tap-in birdies, and I'll probably go for them every time. So we got a little bit of a side slope. It's not going to do as much because the red's after the ball, and then just a little downhill. So just like a little smidge here. Play a little draw into that wind, and then take a deep breath and hit your shot. Yeah, I need to do that more often. Go just a little.
That was a good one.
Whew, stayed on that shelf just like that. Somebody told me that I'm taking my shot while I'm talking, and that's probably why I'm missing. And they're probably right. to be honest. All right, so this one here, let's see here. Sorry, 172s uphill. They're not really going to break. I'm just going to throw it at this edge here because it should come in just a smidge. Yeah, just like that. And if you can get a good idea on your putting,
that one, you'll bring your score down to 3 under.
You can get a good idea on your putting. You can really, stay in the hunt of things when the rest of your game's not really going well. That's normally where I stay in it is give myself, I make a couple long putts when I'm struggling. All right, so here the 11 mile an hour is obviously going to push it over to the right. Kind of want to look. It looks pretty flat, so I'm not too worried about it. Give it a little draw so it doesn't just kick right. And open it. Didn't do my breath, but that's fine.
You caught that one. Jeez.
You got a little area to miss there either way. So.
On the 5th.
All right, so this is going to be a tricky one because you can either play it back here and spin it down, but if you spin it too much, it hits here and it's gone. And it's gone. Or you can do what I'm going to do here and de-spin it because you're not really adding top spin. You're just getting rid of spin. And then play it just kind of like right here to hop. And then the slope's going to stop it. Give it a little draw since it's going to fade right afterwards. So 95 for the slope. It's a wedge, so the 10's not going to do as much as it normally would per se. Probably a little more than that. I don't want to flirt with that ridge over there too much. The slope's going to push it a hair more. And then it's up just a smidge, so just add a little bit. Now I got a 91%. Pushed it, but that was probably the miss because I played it left. So it definitely was the miss. So I was really just hoping to be like 5 feet left because I didn't want to flirt with that slope with these faster greens. But when you miss and you do that, you can sometimes be rewarded. This is a trickier putt than you think it's going to be just because of that.
Nice putt.
I almost missed it because of that. They're fast greens, so you're thinking they're not gonna break that much, and then you get like a yellowish slope, and then that's when they kind of like trick you a little bit. At least for me. Hopefully not for you, but definitely for me. That's where I get tricked the most. All right, so half up on the left, half down on the right. Optimize your rollout here, and your flight.
Great drive. That was some power.
Get up here with a nasty foot lie. Sick.
95 yards to the pin.
Gonna happen sometimes. With the nasty foot lie pushing me right, I'm gonna play it more here because here's gonna funnel. And if I land here, it's a makeable putt. If I play here, the chip wouldn't be awful since it's straight up the hill. There's not really a bad spot to be here besides maybe long. And that's just because you're coming back. And that's still not even a bad spot. If you settled over here, it would kind of suck if you had to play that ridge. But other than that, it shouldn't be too bad of a shot here. So we'll just play a little left of the pin here just to overplay that foot lie here that we're going to do. So then we got to play a bigger wedge because of the wind. 96. And you're only swinging 90%. So I'm going to play like half wind here maybe. Probably end up playing a little less once I finish my shot. Just a hair left. It's going to lower the trajectory because of that little bit of downslope. So let's just go back just a hair. And no, I like it better over here. Just hit your 89%. Focus for a second and make a shot. Yeah, it's kind of what I was afraid of with that. With that foot lie is that it just kind of takes it, and then the wind's going to take it more. Those are really tough. It's almost smarter to just play that ridge up there. But with there only being a little bit of green slope here, it's almost more scary to play the ridge. This is just probably a super flop. You don't want to play too much with this and chip it short. And I'm sure we've all chipped one short and seen it come back to our feet. So I'm just going to play this one, this little super flop, give it a little backspin since you got a down slope. It is up, but it's going to roll a hair, so I'm going to pull it back a yard. And this should be decent right here. Yeah, just worst case scenario, you leave
This
yourself
could
short
save
in
our
an
par, but
easy
let's
uphill
go.
putt. I mean, there's nothing else really you want besides
And
just
it's a
that easy little
two-stroke
uphill
lead for
putt.
our leader at the moment.
Just needed to lift something for her. No big deal. She's all good. Anyway, so set this shot up. Probably gonna hit a 7-iron, I would guess. Gonna give it some back. Let's see. Kind of want to land right here with the back slope. So what we can do here is go up 7, 10-ish, right around there, I'd say. And then just, hit our points. That's all you can do now. That should be pretty solid, I think. We'll see.
All right, nice approach on
Definitely
that
going
one.
to take that with a
Sink
7-iron
this.
there.
Pull down a birdie.
Oops. I got something sticky in my hands. Anyway, go back to this here. They're quicker greens, so we don't want to give up too much of the cup. But just kind of play the edge here.
Well
Just
done
like that.
out there. That's your 5th birdie on the day. That's going to bring things
Once
down
again,
to
if
5
you're
under
new to
par.
these videos, my society has some of the top players in the
Par
world
4
in
ahead
it,
of us.
so I don't always win. Won a few. Normally in the top 10. Let's see here. So last time... Alright, so we got a little slope here that's going to kick left, and we got a slope over it that's going to kick right. So we really kind of want to play a little bit of a draw into this, but let the wind do most of the work. In reality, it's not a bad play to end up short down here. It's just you're going to run off this way, and I don't want to play with that. So just throw a little bit of draw on this. Play it here on the right edge of that rough. Scoot it just a little bit more to give ourselves more room to play. And then we'll kind of go from there. There we go. We're getting the swing back now.
Oh my goodness. Just smashed that drive.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly. I mean, obviously we don't love the foot lie, but I don't know if you're seeing these fairways. There's not a lot of great foot lies that get you good yardages in. So this one, the wind's going to kind of draw it for us. You don't really need to add a lot of backspin here with the upslope and a slight into wind. So I'm going to play about right here. 1 up. Give it just a hair more. Remember, your foot lie is going to push it with the wind, so it's going to want to go a little bit more even because it's pushing with the wind. Combat that with a little bit of fade. I don't like changing my swing orientation though, so we'll just kind of keep it pretty straight actually. Alright, just make your shot. A little bit of a push. Nothing hurt there.
Nice. Here's an 8.
Like I said, that wind and that slope, it's nasty, so you just gotta kind of... It's a feel shot. That's why there's not a lot of math in the wind, because your foot lie changes your trajectory, your spin changes your trajectory, everything changes your trajectory. So these are faster greens. Should only break just a hair here. Say like right there. Now, knock her down.
Quite a little streak here. 2 birdies
Kind
in a
of,
row.
hopefully we don't par this par 5 like our current streak shows that we're going to do. Kidding.
Our leader is
We should not ever par a par 5, although it happens
right
from
now.
time to time.
Heads up. Wind's going right
Fantasy
to left
baseball
on this
can
one.
wait. All right, so looking at your angles here, I mean, obviously, if you could fly this bunker, it'd be perfect. Most people are not going to be able to. I probably can. So I'm going to play like right here in the middle. It's down 30, so I'm going to fly another 10 theoretically. Just play a little more this way. Give it a little draw so it doesn't want to kick right too much, and then make your shot. Little open, but that's the miss on this one. Better than a closed with the wind there. You give yourself this crappy foot lie though, where that's why I wanted to stay left. Is over here it's pretty hilly. It's a long par 4 or 5 rather. If you're gonna play the bounce up, you got to pay attention to your trajectory and the firmness of everything. Which these are very firm these are firm. Greens are very firm. This is gonna have to take a precise shot. I mean, to get it anywhere close, you have to run it up. I really don't like running it up because it kills your spin and you could end up short. You never know what the bounce is going to do. So I would prefer to try to hit this shot here, and if it rolls out, it rolls out, and you just deal with what you got. It could be makeable. Is kind of my thought process there. You've got a little bit of an upslope here, so you know if you if you can play some of this upslope area, you're gonna have a better shot. But it's just so risky. But anyway, here's a risky shot. 6 right around there, and then this higher trajectory, and then that tree. Oh, this is a nightmare situation. Up trajectory, the tree. I mean, I think I'm going to probably miss this. We can go a little bit. The foot lie is going to take it. You got to remember the foot lie is going to alter that trajectory quite a bit. And the wind's going to hold it up. So I'm going to say this is going to be a good shot. Man, I'm thrilled with that. Ooh, it could have went a little further and not hit the fringe, and that would have been even better. But nothing wrong with that.
Doing all right.
Nothing hurt.
Green,
You got an eagle putt
regulation.
from pretty far away, but it's what, 29 feet.
It's for eagle. I think this putt's
Let's
going
see
to
here.
break to the right.
Give it just a smidge more. We don't need to on this one, actually. It's going to go to the right. How much? Fast greens uphill. Still going to... It's traveling some distance, so it will break. Foot lie is going to kick it a little left, and then it's going to go... I mean, I kind of like this right here. We'll roll with this.
Well, this has my attention. Ooh, still looking good. Oh, come on.
Just like that, you walk out with an eagle.
Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt.
All right, so we're getting back in contention now with that eagle. I mean, that's how the rounds go. You make a few pars. You just got to get an eagle later to kind of make up for it.
Wind is blowing left
The
to
goal's
right.
always kind of, for me, 18 under in most conditions. Not all of them allow for it. Let's take a look at this one here. I mean, you're probably going to kick down here and be 150 out and have an uphill shot. Where's the green? Everything's running away. Is there anything left? I mean, yeah, you're not going to try to play that. So, in reality, we're probably just going to hit a regular drive. Just let it bounce down here a little ways. Do a little backspin. Play into that wind some. And just kind of let it do its thing.
Yep, that was a good.
It's going to bounce down there to the right, and you're going to have a decently flat lie, but
all right, we got an
there's not really a good way to go at in between those bunkers without really hitting into one. See, we got some wind into us. It's elevated. So let's go ahead and get an 8-iron out. That way we can still play some backspin. So it doesn't roll out too much. The wind's going to give us backspin too, so it's really going to flight it up and want to land soft. So let's go up 7 for that. 9 right around there. Give it a little bit more backspin. Little hair left and just a smidge up. And then just hit your shot here. Sorry, Discord. Discord's always got stuff going on. Closed it, but that's okay. Probably a good thing.
And there we go.
And we got a shot at birdie again, you know. Can't be mad at a shot at birdie.
At what you need to do to get
And this is, one we should probably make.
Breaking to the left, I think.
We definitely want to make it. I'll tell you that. It's going to break a little left, pretty flat. I'd say probably right around there, maybe.
Just missing.
That one hurts.
Birdie.
That one hurts.
And just
It's all right.
to the hole.
You're going to have something like that.
Current leader has a 3.
Should have played a little bit more, but it is what it is. I don't hit a lot of this speed of greens. Because this is like I can't make one this speed of greens. Creators kind of have to do this one. That's what I like about playing Gene Creamer's courses is the speeds are always up from like 146, so there's more options for faster green speeds. Let's see. So 6-iron down slope, firm, wind's just across for the most part. So I'm not going to really hold it up much. I'd say right around here should be solid with a lot of backspin. 1, 2, and a smidge back. 7, 8, somewhere around there. Just straighten out our shot here so the wind affects it the least amount it can. And then, you know, slight pull.
Ooh, can
Good
we get
miss,
a kick
though.
to the left?
Definitely a good miss.
Boom, there's another green in regulation.
I
Nice.
don't like the downhill aspect
8
of this
feet to
putt
the cup.
because at 172s they're going to break more, but I'm going to give it a hair more power, and I'm playing to make this and knowing that I'm going to make the comeback or if I don't. So I'm guessing like right there after the last putt, that should be pretty solid.
Nice
Yeah.
work. That's birdie.
Just giving it that
number
little
7
extra
of the day.
can keep it from just curling straight with the slope,
And your score is currently 9
and give it
under
a chance
par.
to go in there.
And this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with.
All right, so we got a tailwind here. We're getting aggressive with this par 5. Let's get a long drive out there. See what we can do here. Go right here. A little bit close, but like I said, we're getting aggressive here. We're trying to shorten this par 5 as much as possible. Get an eagle.
This is about
We need an
160
eagle look
or so
to kind of
pin.
get back in the top tier, or the top scores at least. I'm sure there's somebody that shot pretty low. And if not, there's still a few days for this one, so, or a day and a half or a day, something, I don't know. 7, 8, 10, 163. I'll probably just hit that. Flight it a little bit more to make up for this couple yards. And then I'm going to add some backspin. Flight it just a hair more. I think that should be pretty solid. Right around here. Little overswing, which is why we're going to be a little long, but
All right,
it's better than not to be a little long there than flirt with this red slope over here. Sorry, I try to get that mouse off the screen. All right, so this one's obviously going to break. It's slower putt. It's so, because of the greens being fast, you're tapping it. So it's going to break a little bit. It's going to want to come back at the end. I kind of like this look right here.
It could be a good one.
As long as it stays up, we should be money. All right,
Wow.
money.
Amazing.
Money, money, money.
After that one, it's 11 under par for you.
Oh, pop the old back a little bit. Yeah, these are all really good players. I mean, they're all platinum players. Everybody on that list above me right now. Okay, so let's see here. So we can get fun with this one here. Let's look at the slope. We almost want to land in the rough if we're gonna do this, but I want to hit a spinner today. So let's get a little aggressive with it. Throw some draw on it to counteract that wind. I mean, that should be a pretty solid shot right around here. I don't want to get too far left because, well, you know, if the wind doesn't push it left, we'd hate to stay in the rough here. Let's just say that. It's fine. I underswing more than I overswing more normally. Ooh, that's a little long. Oh, baby, that was perfect. Too close for a spinner, but honestly, a flop is just as good. So I'm not complaining. A little flop shot here. Straighten out your trajectory, at least for me. I always try to get the same swing shape every time. Or not the shot, but like my swing meter. Alright, so it'll release a little up the hill. Up one. Got an upslope to deal with. Pretty severe. Add 1 yard. Because below the hole's not bad, which is where we would end up if it's not a great shot. I pushed it, so maybe not below the hole, but that's just fine.
Be a birdie on the scorecard.
Now just take our time. Whew.
What a display.
That didn't feel like a perfect swing, but it went in there. So 12 under through 13.
That one 5 strokes away from
you
the
know,
leader.
Good round. I mean, Goofy Gibbons a beast. He's just got third in the TGC Platinum.
Let's have a good drive here.
Couple strokes from him right now, so let's go get him. Let's hunt him down. All right, so this one we're gonna go with this bunker up 17, so you're going to land more down here. Wind's going to push it. So we really want to flirt with this bunker, to be honest, and then give it a little bit of fade at the bunker. There we go. There's finally a good swing, or like a off the tee at least. I mean, the other one was good. What am I talking about? My swings have been good today. Just crazy. So I'm checking Discord every little bit. We're a little too close for the spinner, so we're just going to go to the approach. Go down to the 62. Play it right here. It's going to come at a lower trajectory, so you can give it a little bit of backspin without having to worry about it ripping back. We're going to want to land just a hair short of that. So instead of going up 4, let's go up 3 and just a little bit of wind. But you're hitting a partial wedge, so the wind's not going to do as much. The slope is, though, in a yard. And then this should be decent. I'm going to go another yard. No, I think this should be solid right here.
Hey, I see you've put a draw on this one.
I like that.
Oh, look at this shot.
Just like that.
Sweet.
You can throw a dart, call it a day. You know?
Just 4 feet left on this one.
All right. And don't take these for granted. So worst you can do is take these for granted.
Boom, you drop that one. And
make sure you make the ones that you should make. All right, 13 through 14. We're coming for you, Millsy. Coming for you, big dog.
Out there. We got a headwind on this hole.
Hopefully. We'll see. All right, so this is kind of one where you really got to think about where you're going to end up. Because the pin's in that back right. So if you go over here, you know, you're playing with a lot of different slopes. It's going to kick to the left in the rough. So you really don't want to go over there unless you're clearing this bunker. But I can't do that in that 10-mile-an-hour wind. So we're going to automatically go back to a tee shot. I mean, best case, you kind of bounce right here and you go in this hole because it's fairly flat there. So we're going to play this here. 10 and then down 15. Like right around here, give it some backspin. And then just kind of play it at that and just let it do its thing. I mean, there's not a lot to it. A little close, but, you know, we're not going for precision here. Just trying to get down. A little further would have been nice. Wind held it up, but it's all right. We got a good angle at it. We can kind of take the spin off of it because of the wind. Wind's going to automatically spin this ball. So this might be enough club. We'll see. So I'm going to play it pretty much even because you realistically probably want to land right here and spin it back, and it's going to spin back no matter what you do here. It's hard to say. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you're hitting the shot so high that I'm going to play it 100% there. Move a little left for the foot lie, and then I'm going to flight it and take a little off 2 yards for the downslope. And then we're just going to kind of hope on this one. There's a lot of calculations involved, so we'll see what happens. A little closed, but that's okay. The slope goes the other way, so it'll push us at least closer to the hole. And see, like I said, it's going to spin a little bit no matter what.
That's cooking on
we kind of got screwed because we hit too low on this slope. But it's okay. We got a birdie look. This is back to kind of powering it home. It's down 2 inches, so it's going to break more than you want it to.
And after that,
boom.
3
knock her
strokes
home.
Off the pace.
Knock her home. All right, so we're coming. We're coming, boys. We're coming.
Okay, 16th hole is here, and so are we. Let's have a nice tee shot.
All right, so here we go. Pretty much a side wind. We got a little helping down slope, so you can kind of land short here. It's going to kick it forward. It's almost in a little hole here because it's pushing back. It's pushing over. I mean, it keeps pushing over, though, so you really don't want to, like, lose too much. Yeah, I'm going to still give it backspin because that, you know, they're 172s. It's going to want to roll down this ridge no matter what you do. So let's go down 4. It's a 7-iron. Let's take just a hair more off. 7, 8, 9, 10. Somewhere around there. Just kind of let the wind take it. Let the wind do its thing. I don't know if you can hear those dings. I'm going to turn that off. Closed it. That's, I mean, if you're going to miss, the close is okay because everything pushes that way, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be a putt I really wanted.
Could take you down to
yeah, as you can see, this is not a dreamy putt. Definitely not a dreamy putt. I'm thinking that should be decent.
Okay, good stuff.
Decent. I'd say that's decent.
And it looks like our leader is ahead by 3 strokes at the moment.
All right, 2 more to go.
Okay, a longer par 4.
15 under. I mean, we're playing pretty good this round, so let's just keep it going. Gonna get aggressive because everything slopes right, so we just want to bounce up there. The wind's gonna push us back to that slope. I mean, in reality, yeah, we definitely want to get down there and get our wedge in if we can. Wedges in as opposed to like an 8-iron is a big advantage. I mean, as I'm sure you know,
that
but
ball's going for days. It's never gonna come down.
I'd rather come up here and
this is our
hit a wedge, take a little bit riskier of a shot with more slope than hit a you know, like an 8-iron or something. So we got a backstop, so we're gonna go, you know, right at this pin. We're gonna go up 5 for the slope, 9 right around there. It's a little less since it's an 89% shot right now. I'd rather hit this because of the slope. So let's go left for the slope. And then what is it? It's green orange. So like 1 and just a little flight. And let's see what happens here. A little 90% flick. I mean, that could be solid. Backstop, help me. Come on, backstop.
There you go.
No, I didn't get down at all as much as I wanted, but hey, it's a good shot. 6-footer for birdie. Way easier than anything I've had lately, so let's go ahead and knock that bad boy in.
Enjoying a 2-stroke lead at the moment.
All right, see if we can tie old Millsy here on 18.
Up here, blowing right to left.
See what we can do. When you see me typing, I'm marking another hole or something similar, like a end of the video, just to help myself when I'm editing later. Let's see. It's down 21, so I don't know how aggressive you really want to get here. It is a par 5, so you want to get down there. I mean, it's 360. Yeah, we should be okay. The wind's going to hold it up, so let's just try to land around here. And then let the wind kind of do its thing from there. Don't want to flirt too much with that water, but yeah, that's going to be just fine. Swing. There's an upslope right here. It's going to slow it down.
Was launched.
Yep, you can get a little. I don't love the downslope with the short, with the false front, and I mean, this is a risky shot to get a good eagle because it runs away after the hole. I mean, it's a tough shot. Let's just leave it at that. So we're going to want to land like kind of up here at the front with some fade into that wind. So let's go up 5. What's that at? 206. So we'll go 212. Just add an extra 10. Somewhere around here. Flight it some more to give it even more stoppability. Pull it back, you know, 3 yards. Probably. Can I hit that 213? No. So I'll go ahead with the 4-iron and just put a good swing on it. A little bit closed, but that's going to be okay. We're just going to miss our mark a little. Hopefully that slope over here on the left is going to slow us down, push us back down. Yeah, that's okay. It's not a makeable eagle most likely, but we've got to look at it. And there's nothing else you can really ask for in that situation. With that downslope, you know it's going to kick forward more. It's going to lower your trajectory, and then you got to go to a 4-iron. So it's, you know, it's just a lot going on there. All right, so this one's going to casually kind of. This is a tough putt. Because if you screw it up, you could end up down there, down the slope. So 172. I think about right there is probably decent. I might miss it left because I'm scared. Or I might miss it right because I'm scared.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, that was nerve-wracking.
This putt's about 5 feet.
Didn't like that one. Let's just knock this in. Call it around.
And it went by so quick.
But thank you guys for watching. There's 17 under on this one. Hope you learned something today. Stay tuned for round 2 coming at you soon. Hopefully tonight. We'll see. But yeah, be sure to hit that like, subscribe.
I will let you go.
You're the best.
Thank you very much for the